love that we are of the same ilk that iPad minis are the way to go because they fit in everything.
I love this thing. I love this. I didn't get one that's so clear to reach and do stuff, and oh my god.
It's always been mine, and I have to pass it on to one of the girls because theirs are dying and no longer running anything.
So it's time.
And I'm kind of like, but I love this one. I know I'll love the new one better because it'll be faster and useful, but
Yeah.
I love this one.
So I didn't get the tags made, but I think they're quite.
They're fine.
So
They look awesome. I told Ellie a little. She's like, "What are we doing? I'm like, we're doing keychains." All right.
yes, yes, I do. 1 second.
Yeah, you're good.
I will take them downstairs. That is perfect. Thank you.
That's where Leanne has asked me to leave it these days. If you move it around, that would be feel comfortable. You want to be like
I don't know if I want to hear. Do you want to test me, Mark?
Or do you want to see? You can also take a look.
Checking YouTube audio, check.
So this will be
Gooing out cords from my belly.
this will be moved out of the way. Because what I thought we'd do is just do the. But if you want to use the.
Hi.
Hi.
Which one of us or both of us? Am I good? Awesome.
Do you want to? Should I check?
Okay.
Do I need to test?
Yes.
Okay.
Testing me, maybe?
Okay, so.
I'm gonna just test.
Check, check. YouTube sound check. YouTube sound check. Check, check, check. This is Mark. I see we have 7 people logged on. We've worked through some problems so far this morning. Fingers crossed everything's going to work well. Good morning. Welcome to the OBUUC live stream. We'll unmute all the mics when Gregory rings the gong. Good morning. Welcome to the OBUUC live stream. We'll be unmuting all the sound as Gregory gets ready to ring the gong.
Good morning. I'm Gregory Mason, and welcome to Olympia Brown Unitarian Universalist Church. Before we start our service, I'm going to share some announcements, and Kayla is going to start us off.
Hi everyone, I'm Kayla Matz. This first announcement is from Diane Ling. We are going to have a celebration, our UUA's Good Trouble Congregation Award. Soup, snacks, and fun swag will be shared on Sunday, March 19th from 11:30 to 1:30 at the East Towers Community Room on 11th Street. All volunteers and church members are invited. Please RSVP. Complete info is in the weekly email. And part of that was we got that award for sending lots and lots of postcards for November election to other Wisconsin voters. So I also work for WUSON, which is Wisconsin UU State Action Network, and we are sending out postcards for Get Out the Vote effort for April. So with that in mind, I brought 100 postcards in packets of 24. So I don't have a ton, but if you would like to do some work this month, this has instructions and addresses, and I will be in the back after church for anyone who would like to come and collect them. Like I said, I only have 100 and they're packets of 24. So hopefully we can get all those out and get the word out about April election. Thank you. Thanks, Gregory.
Thank you, Kayla. The Path to OBUUC class orientation is this, right after the service at 11:30. It's geared toward newer people in our community. It'll be a conversation with Reverend Danielle, some of our board members, about what we're all about, and path to membership, all the stuff we do here. The next script order deadline is next Sunday. And everyone is invited to an all-church event, St. Patrick's Day Pizza Party, dessert, potluck, and karaoke on Friday, March 17th from 6:30 to 8 p.m. here at OBUUC. More information is in the weekly email. This is from the auction committee. We will be doing the online auction the middle of May, so it's time to start thinking about what you can donate to make our auction a success. Be creative. The most popular things to donate are services or special skills you could offer another OBUUC member. Sign-up events, and of course, food is always popular. Stay tuned to our church emails and Sunday announcements for more information in the coming weeks. There is a new policy for Sunday morning announcements, and you can find that in the weekly email. Daylight saving time begins next weekend, so be sure to set your clocks ahead 1 hour next Saturday so you're not late for church on Sunday. And for those joining us on YouTube, please log in to Zoom for Joys and Concerns, followed by coffee hour right after the service.
Welcome. Welcome to Olympia Brown Unitarian Universalist Church. I am the Reverend Danielle Lindstrom. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and it is good to be together. This morning, Abby, Sommer, and I are delighted to share an all-ages worship service. It is beautiful to see our full community share this hour together. And I believe, Abby, we still have nursery downstairs? We sure do. So the nursery is always available, right, for all ages. So that's downstairs if you need that space for play and gathering. You are welcome.
Speaking of welcoming and celebrating, did anybody notice a special invitation in the Unifier, on Facebook, or on our screen this morning, where you saw our own Reverend Danielle and her banjo? Okay. This was about Reverend Danielle's installation. If you haven't seen it yet, please go look after the service because it's coming up soon. We are finally able to hold this festive, formal celebration of Reverend Danielle being with us, and it's going to be an amazing all-ages ceremony and reception to follow. So it's coming up on April 22nd, and it's at 2:00 p.m. The reception starts at 3:30. More details are on the invitation or any of those spaces you've seen it before, or reach out to any of the members of the installation team, which would be Lisa Scott-Patak, Teddy Winnett, Gregory Mason, Jeff Ciuta, myself, and Reverend Danielle. Please think about this and RSVP as soon as possible because we're looking to get estimates for space and attendance and for food reasons, always important. Also, keep your eyes open in the next couple of weeks for opportunities to help volunteer. And the nice thing about us have to take a bit of time to make this occur is that we all know this wonderful and incredible person who is deserving of this celebration. So we hope to see you all there to formalize this installation. All right, back to yourself.
Abby, you're making me blush. Oh. Yeah, so the installation, it's our chance to celebrate our covenant, our ministry together, and we're so looking forward to it. Thank you, Abby. Okay, so the welcome. Where were we? You are welcome here at the center of Unitarian Universalism. We draw from our heritages of freedom and reason, hope and courage, building on the foundation of love. We are held by love at the center of this faith. We come here into this sanctuary, both in person and virtually, for many different reasons, from many different places. Here we find different meaning and believe that these differences make us stronger. We gather in recognition and celebration, commitment to shared values, love, interdependence, justice, equity, pluralism, generosity, and transformation. We are always becoming. We work to be diverse, multicultural, beloved communities where all thrive. We covenant to dismantle racism and forms of systemic oppression. We covenant to learn from one another and grow from one another in our responsible search for truth and meaning. We celebrate that we are all sacred beings, diverse in culture, experience, and theology. We are all sacred beings. You are welcome here. This is one of the promises of our faith tradition. All of who you are is welcome in this co-created and shared sacred space. It is good to be together. We begin our service with shared ritual, lighting our chalice. This is the symbol of our Unitarian Universalist faith. This reading coming from our religious education classes. Carolyn is lighting our chalice for us this morning. Perhaps if you've been to camp, this is a repeat after me reading. Nobody camp, Abby, camp.
Yeah.
This is a repeat after me reading.
This is a repeat after me reading.
All right, let's try it one more time. This is a repeat after me reading.
This is a repeat after me reading.
We are Unitarian Universalists.
We are Unitarian Universalists.
With minds that think.
With minds that think.
Hearts that love.
Hearts that love.
And hands that are ready to serve.
And hands that are ready to serve.
And we work for friendship.
And we work for friendship.
And peace in our world.
And peace in our world.
May it be so.
May it be so.
That was fun. I invite you to rise, to stand in body and spirit, singing our first hymn. The words are on the screen. Where you go, I will go. The music is also in the pew packet in front of you. are many ways we give to the life of this church. The monetary offering is just one of these ways. Each month we partner with a local organization and share the money that we gather for these folks that are doing really good, important work in our community. If you're here in the sanctuary, we are collecting the offering in that red box on our welcome table. If you're joining us online, you can go to obuuc.org for more information. Our partner for March is Grow Racine. So Grow Racine, growing residents' opportunities and wealth. This is the City of Racine's campaign to invest in residents, their families, their successes. There are so many amazing components to Grow Racine, and I'm really delighted to have Roseanne is going to come up and tell us a little bit more about the program.
So, first of all, I want to thank this congregation for supporting the eighth principle. That was a really important thing that our congregation did in moving us forward for racial justice. So I'm going to give you some program details about our fundraiser. It's called the Grow Racine Flexibility Fund. Our eighth principle outreach is focusing on the educational component of Grow Racine. Reverend Danielle mentioned the rest of them. So the Grow Racine educational program works like this. When students who are 18 and older enroll in this program through the YWCA, they receive a $1,500 scholarship from the city to help pay bills while they are enrolled in the YWCA high school education program. Our Grow Racine Flexibility Fund will fill in the gap when an emergency occurs, as happens frequently and unexpectedly, such as brakes going on in a car or increases in childcare costs, which can prevent participants from being successful. Our Flexibility Fund will allow participants to cover these extra expenses because they literally have no reserve funds. Once the funds are collected, OBUUC will send a check to the YWCA to purchase gift cards at a bulk rate to avoid the $5 service fee. The YWCA will distribute the gift cards to students, done at the discretion of the YWCA based on student need. The Eighth Principal Committee is committed to creating a beloved community. By creating this flexibility fund, OBUUC has the opportunity to increase the possibility of student success. It is clear that by receiving a high school credential, participants are taking the first step to living a sustainable life as it makes them eligible for better jobs, purchasing a home, etc. The Flexibility Fund will provide an extra boost by eliminating barriers to success to the individuals who access the fund. To date, over 400 students have graduated from this program. The eighth principle calls us to accountably dismantle racism and other oppressions in ourselves and our institutions. In addition to receiving a high school diploma through the HSED program, students would also be eligible for other aspects of Grow Racine, like careers, financial assistance, home buying, and repair. Together, these four aspects of Grow Racine have the power to change our community as people are given the opportunity to engage in pursuing the American dream and become a valuable member of the Racine community. So our goal, we have a really big goal, but we know you all have really big hearts. Our goal is to raise $5,000 for this important and life-changing program. So we figured that if 25 people gave $100 and 25 people gave $50 and 50 people gave $25, we would have $5,000. And I just want to say that the Romeos, Retired Old Men Eating Out group, have donated $300 already. So we're off to a great start, and you hope that you will join us in helping to accountably dismantle racism. Thank you.
part of being in community is sharing our lives with one another, is sharing our joys and our sorrows. Sorry, Harvey is just jumping over in the corner, and so I'm just laughing. Harvey is my 2-year-old. Hey, buddy. So part of being in community is sharing our lives. And we do this in a lot of different ways at church, right? Sometimes we share out loud, sometimes we light candles, sometimes we do a different ritual altogether. This morning, I'm going to invite you to come forward and light a candle as Lynn will play for us. And after we light the final candle, we will sing, "There is a Love." As we light our candles this morning, we know that we are all holding so much. May these flickering lights together shine, and may we be reminded that we are not holding it alone. I invite you to come forward and light a candle. We'll light one final candle for our beloveds that are joining us online this morning, for our beloveds that are not here with us today. Will you join in singing, "There is a love holding me"?
right, it's time for one of my favorite parts of the service, the message for all ages, so I can have all those who are young and young at heart come on up. Well, I know my own kids are super pumped about this one because we love this story in our house.
Our kids like your story every day.
I know, that's true. My own kids do get stories from me every day, but it's still a fun story, even if we've heard it before. All right, now, grown-ups, I have to tell you that this one is going to be fun for you too, because the pictures in this are fantastic.
So our story is Peanut Butter and Cupcake by Terry Border.
Peanut butter cake.
Peanut butter cake. Mmm. All right, ready? Peanut Butter got a ball for his birthday.
Maybe.
Oh. All right. Peanut Butter got a ball for his birthday. He was kind of bad at kicking it with his feet, but was kind of good at balancing it on his head. Still, it wasn't much fun playing all by himself. Want to play with me? He asked his mom. They had just moved to town and Peanut Butter didn't have any friends yet.
I think you should go outside and find someone to be your new friend, she answered. Peanut Butter liked that idea very much, so off he went.
It wasn't long before he saw a someone. Hello, I'm new here and I'd like to play. Maybe now or maybe later, maybe all day. I'll make you chuckle deep down in your belly and we'll go together like peanut butter and hamburger.
I'm sorry, said Hamburger, but I'm busy walking the dogs. Thanks for asking, though.
Oh, you're welcome, said Peanut Butter. Maybe next time. And he kept walking. Then he saw Cupcake playing by herself. He thought she looked sweet and might make a good friend. Hello, I'm new here. Would you like to play? Maybe now, maybe later, maybe all day. I'll make you chuckle deep down in your belly and we'll go together like peanut butter and Cupcake.
I'm building sprinkle castles, said Cupcake. You can stay and watch, but don't hit my castle with your ball or I'll be mad.
Peanut Butter didn't want to make anyone mad. That's okay, Peanut Butter said, and he kept walking. Then he saw Egg rolling down the path. Hello, I'm new here and I'd like to play. Maybe now, maybe later, maybe even all day. I'll make you chuckle deep down in your belly and we'll go together like peanut butter and egg.
Peanut butter and egg? You're cracking me up, Egg laughed. And then he really did crack.
Peanut Butter didn't want the egg to laugh anymore, so he kept walking. He found someone jumping. Hello, I'm new here and I'd like to play. Maybe now, maybe later, maybe even all day. I'll make you chuckle deep down in your belly and we'll go together like peanut butter and meatball.
32, 33, 34. Shh, I'm counting my jumps, said Meatball. 35, 36, 37. I'm trying to set a record.
But I have this ball and
38, 39, 40. Shh, said Meatball.
Peanut Butter kept walking. Finding a new friend was going to be harder than he thought. Then Peanut Butter saw someone sitting under a tree, and that was good because he was ready to sit down too. Even though he was getting tired, he gave it another try. Hello, I'm new here and I'd like to play. Maybe now, maybe later, maybe even all day. I'll make you chuckle deep down in your belly and we'll go together like peanut butter and French fries.
Ooh, not right now, said French Fries. I just remembered I'm supposed to help Hamburger with his hot dogs and I need to catch up.
Peanut Butter walked up to one more someone who was practicing his ABCs, but before he could open his mouth, Soup picked up a spoon, dipped it into himself, and then showed it to Peanut Butter. In the spoon were the letters N and an O. But I didn't say anything yet, said Peanut Butter.
You didn't have to, said Soup.
Oh. Peanut Butter found a bench to sit on. He was almost ready to give up. But he sat there, so very sad. A new kid walked up to him.
Hello.
Peanut Butter took a deep breath. Hello, I'm new here and I'd like to play. Maybe now or maybe later, even all day. I'll make you chuckle deep down in your belly, and we'll go together like peanut butter and jelly.
Sure, I'll be your friend, said Jelly. But could you teach me how to keep the ball on my head? I'm only good with my feet. So they taught each other what they knew, and they made each other chuckle deep down in their bellies. It wasn't long before their laughing made the other kids come over, and they asked if they could play too. Of course, Peanut Butter and Jelly were happy to let them join in.
As new friends knocked the ball around, and with their feet and their heads out, and in one case his buns, Peanut Butter chuckled deep down in his belly, because they all went together like peanut butter and hamburger and cupcake and egg and meatball and french fries and soup and jelly!
The end.
The end. So our theme for the month of March is vulnerability. And a big part of vulnerability is being able to take a risk. And one of the biggest and most vulnerable risks we make is friendship. It can be hard to make a new friend, like peanut butter. Yeah, it can be hard to make new friends, but by the end, he had a whole bunch of friends. So we hope that one place to make friends, one place to build relationships. Where do you think that is? Here, at church. And what do we love to do at church?
Besides snacks.
Besides snacks, we love to practice. So we're going to practice this morning, being vulnerable. We're going to share a little bit about ourselves with one another, and we're going to see who knows what friendships might bloom. Lynn, can you put our screen? So we have this one right here. I think we're gonna test it out, right? So we have, see these right here? Little pipe cleaners. Right, see, little pipe cleaners. What do you notice about these pipe cleaners?
They only have one color bead.
They only have one color bead. So this bead represents who we are. And what we're going to do is we are going to ask one another questions, and we're going to trade beads. And we've got some question ideas that will be on our screen in just a moment, but why don't we practice? Okay, so we got our beads. All right, I'm going to ask Abby. Abby, what is one thing you love about yourself?
I really love that I am dependable. If I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it.
Dependable.
All right, Reverend Danielle, what is something interesting or surprising about yourself?
I can do this double jointed thing with my feet. You want to see? And I can walk. Like a penguin. And so now what we're going to do, we're going to trade beads, and we're going to put it on the other side. Just like that. All right, and we've got our questions. So these are some suggested questions. If you have purple beads, what is something that's important to you? Green, where is your favorite place in the world? Blue, if you could do anything, what would you do? Pink, what is something surprising or interesting about you? Yellow, what is your favorite book or song? Orange, what is something you love about yourself? So these are some suggested questions, and if you're joining us online, we invite you to consider your answers to some of these questions, maybe sharing them during coffee hour, or if there's somebody at church who you've been meaning to get to know better, or somebody in your life that you're hoping to build a friendship with, we hope that these questions offer some inspiration. So I think, are we ready? Yeah, so we need some help. Can we get some help passing these out?
Do we just pass
All right.
it out to people?
Yep, pass them out. They're all different colors. Oh, and that's what. Yeah, we can. Lila, do you want to give one to our friends right up here?
Yep, you pass out to the kiddos up here. And once you get your beads, feel free to start standing up and getting ready to move, because you can talk to anybody in this building. And we hope that you're going to talk to some people who you don't normally talk to.
And the goal is to move rather quickly. Huh? Can I say that out loud? Roseanne says I'm asking old people to move quickly.
Well, we've got a lot of young people around here too who can come to you. If you're not comfortable moving, you can hold up your keychain and the smaller people will come to you to talk to you.
Wait, where did our questions go?
We're getting it.
Oh, we gotta go down.
You don't remember the questions?
That's what they're doing right now. Huh? Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. There we go. All right, once you get your beads, let's go ahead and start. All right, what's mine? I gotta grab my mask. Yes. Anyone you want. Or the purple.
Something that's important to you.
Something that's important to me? Family. Something, how about for you, something? find your way back to your seat. Clearly, we needed to just talk to one another. This is amazing. This is amazing. All right, all right. Beautiful. Here, you take it with you. You're gonna keep them.
As you are wandering back to your seats, you can finish up your keychain whatever way works best for you. You can twist the two sides together like a piece of DNA, someone told me. You can hook it up at the top like a knot. You can leave the pieces together. You can twist them. Pipe cleaners are pretty strong, so whatever makes this something that feels right to you and keeps your beads on. So however you want to twist it, go ahead. I kind of like mine like this, and then I'm going to loop it around at the end.
Ooh.
All right, so let's all take a deep breath together and think about how we felt during the ritual. Ready? So everybody, big breath in and out. Let's do one more. Big breath in and out. I have to say, Reverend Danielle and I both went, this is awesome, because there were so many people sharing and smiling and being happy with one another. But how did you feel when we started this? Were you feeling a little bit uncomfortable, a little anxious, wishing you could just talk to the people that you already knew really well and sat with on purpose? Yep, yeah, I see a lot of nods over there. But you were brave. Church is a brave place. You made yourself vulnerable, and I bet that most of you found some lovely pieces of information about the people in this building around you. And I bet someone found out a piece of information about you that they thought was lovely. Okay? I bet someone's answer made you smile, and you returned that smile. I bet you felt a little bit like peanut butter from our story, putting yourself out there over and over and over again. But together, with all of us being brave together, we discovered a bit more about ourselves, our church community, and some of the pieces that make being vulnerable at times 100% worth it.
Can you hold them up, your keychains? Do you still have them out? I just want to see how just look around all the different colors and the different designs and the different ways we knotted them together and how beautiful they are with all those different colors. So now what we're going to do is take it and hold it in your hands like this. We're going to warm them up. All right? We're going to warm these up. What do we hope these remind us of? What do we hope when we see these keychains? What do we hope we think about? What do we think? I hope we remember the love of this church. What else? Taking a chance. Yeah. Friendship. Connection. Curiosity. Joy. Joy. All of these things, we hope when you see these, when you hold these, you are reminded of joy and curiosity and friendship and love and care. May they remind us to be brave, to be open, that we are held in love always, and that we have a whole community of people wishing for us, hoping for us, always in our corner, loving us. May these serve as the reminder of that deep connection and more. Amen and blessed be. I invite you to stand, to rise in body and spirit and join in singing Song of the Soul, which Abby, you're leading for us, yes?
I'm going to give it a good shot, y'all. You know this one. Open my eyes that I may see glimpses of truth thou hast for me. Open my eyes and illuminate. Spirit divine.
We extinguish our chalice, but not the light of this community. That light cannot be extinguished, for it lives in each of us, reminding us that we are connected, held always in a larger love. Our worship is over, our service begins. May we be open, may we be brave. May we make new friends and spread joy and love to those we meet. Go now in peace and know that you are loved. And join in singing for our benediction. Maybe we should stand again. Maybe we should rise for this one. My personal favorite benediction. We sing it twice, just once. Should we sing it twice or just once?
We're going to sing the chorus.
We're going to sing the chorus twice. Okay, ready? Trees of the field.
Thank you.